What's up, YouTube world? This is Steven again. It is currently 9:37 p.m. on May 25th of 2022, and I don't have any recommendations for any songs, and I didn't see any really intriguing song recommendations from when I entered YouTube, so I'm going to be doing something new on my channel, and I would like to welcome you all to my first ever book review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the book Elevation by Stephen King. If you do not want to hear any spoilers, leave now. And if you're still here, that's your fault. So Elevation is a book about a guy named Scott Carey, and he has a friend named Bob Ellis, or Dr. Bob, or Dr. Bob Ellis. He's a doctor, of course. And he goes to him, and he pretty much tells him, I'm continuously losing weight, and here's the kicker. He says he weighs the same with like his jacket and his boots and all of his clothes on him as he does when they're off. So give or take about 5 or 10 pounds. And pretty much throughout the entire book, he continuously loses weight. He also has neighbors named Deidre McComb, or Dee Dee, and Missy Donaldson, and they're married lesbians. And they have 2 dogs, and the way they actually meet is their dogs actually take a dump on his lawn, and he he goes to confront them about it, and they look down on it, and they're not really big fans of it because they don't think that their dogs actually did that to him. But he caught footage, and he showed them the footage, and they actually did. And then I'd say I think Dee Dee is the more like welcoming and more I guess friendly of the two, whereas Missy is cold as ice. And they own the 2 married lesbians own a restaurant called Holy Frijole. Frijole in English means bean, so holy bean, if you will. And they're not getting much business because of them being married lesbians, and it's really frowned upon in the town that they live in because the town that they live in is very conservative and Republican. And they know there's a race coming up. It is I think it's the Turkey Trot 12K, I believe it was. And Dee Dee was featured on the front of one of the posters because she is a very well-known runner, and she was very, very competitive and very good runner, but she missed out on the Olympics because of an injury, I believe. And Scott Carey, at this point, he's down to like 150 or 140, and the kicker is he's like 6'4" or 6'5", give or take. And when he continuously loses weight, he decides, let's do something that I've never done. Let's do a 12K, and because he thinks when what he calls 0 day comes, when he's down to 0 pounds, he thinks he's going to die, and he wants to like do something that he's never done before, I believe is how it went. And he wants to run the Turkey Trot 12K, and the thing is his steps and his running is very easy for him because he weighs so little, but the gut that he has is very deceiving because originally I believe he was 240 pounds, and now he's down about 100 pounds. And when he catches up to Dee Dee, who's in first place at the 12K, she's just shocked. She can't believe it, and she tries to speed up, and then she falls. And yes, Scott Carey goes to help her up when she's fallen. Sorry if I stopped there. I had to think for a second. And she said when he lifted her, she felt like she was weightless. And there's another thing. Whenever Scott like goes to lift people or touches them in general, they levitate or elevation. And then pretty much it goes throughout the book, and Holy Frijole gets their business back by Dee Dee winning the 12K. She ends up winning, but she says that that Scott Carey let her win, and which he did, and that's what helped her get her business back by winning the 12K. And because their business was suffering, and towards the end of the book, Scott Carey was down to, like, 30 pounds, I think 17 pounds, and towards the very end, he was down to only 2.1 pounds. And this was the time where he really started to, like, look, it was like he was on the moon, because there was no gravity for him because he was so weightless, or weight less, because there's two different weights. And so he straps himself into a wheelchair, and after he releases the straps, or the straps are released from him by, I believe, Dee Dee, he just levitates into the air, and he elevates, and he lets off a firework that he had in his house, I guess is like his own finale, and he just continues to levitate until the main characters don't see him anymore. And that is pretty much the gist and a review of Elevation. Now to get to my review and my rating. I believe it's a really, really good book. It's not a horror book. Stephen King is known for his horror. It's not a horror book. I would say it's more of like a mystery slash thriller, a mystery as to why Scott Carey is losing weight, and the thriller part being, I'd say, probably the race more than anything. And it's a book about, yeah, just I guess the way of life or something. And it's really good. The only thing that I'm going to take away from it is a few times in the book it got very political. I can understand why Stephen King put it in the book, because of Missy and Dee Dee being married lesbians, and I can understand why I put it in the book. But I believe, since it's not a book strictly about politics, I don't believe that should have been in it. And I think if it's a book about politics, put politics in there. If it's not a book about politics, leave politics out. That's what I think about this, and overall it's really good. Just the whole political thing just kind of threw me off, but I liked it overall. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, Elevation by Stephen King is getting a 4.5 for me. I really enjoyed the book. I just finished it last night, and I cannot wait to read another one of Stephen King's books. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed my first book review. I'm hoping to do a few more. I'm not sure, but I just wanted to do something a little bit new on my channel, so I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you liked what you saw in this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. And I will see you guys next time with another video. This is Steven signing out.